Hi, management class. This is Dr. Seierwert checking in, probably for the last time. This is a week before our finals. Actually, our week I can have the final this weekend. So I just want to point out that the final is week 16. The final is going to be due on Saturday, the 12th. So just be aware it's a Saturday due date so I can get your grades in. And the test is multiple choice like the midterm was. So if you look, it's mainly terms. So if you just take your time and look at the book, you'll be fine. So just plan accordingly, I guess. So our last two chapters in the management series is about really control and what you can do as a manager to control. And as you get to be a manager, most likely you're going to have to look at lots of things, numbers, facts, figures, what's going on in the world, what's going to happen in the world. So these are a lot of things that you will be responsible for. Unless you're the president of the company, you're probably going to have a slice of something. So it'll be up to you to look at these things, look at the data, maybe produce the data. That's very possible. If you've taken Excel yet, which I'm guessing you've had computer classes, that'll be probably your best friend, Excel, because Excel is used a lot in the management world, and particularly accounting. So there's a lot of different finance tools, break-even points, your costs and that kind of thing, which is actually a management accounting type of situation. So as a manager, you're going to have to look at costs, most likely, and cutting costs. And that's just the way of the world. It's just cost cutting. That's pretty much what everybody wants. You find that company that doesn't, then yay and hooray, because that's pretty much out the window anymore, particularly with the COVID and the pandemic. So, like I said, as you're looking at doing your resumes over, put some of this experience on there that you've had during the pandemic, if you've had some. And from what I can tell on your discussion questions, most of you have had some of that kind of experience. And I think that'll be really important going forward, that people will say, well, what did you do during this COVID pandemic thing? And you can say, I was responsible for blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And they'll be like, wow, that's great, particularly if you stepped up to the plate and did some things. Maybe something that you weren't not supposed to, but something that was more than your job asked for, something like that. We always want to do our best. It was even better than the best. So how's that? So as you go and leave WSU Tech and become a manager, there will be many things that you'll be hit with. And I think a lot of management is being cool, calm, and collected, and really listening to what people say. You're going to have to listen to the people above you, if you have people above you. And you're certainly going to have to listen to any employees you have that you're in charge of, because the last thing an employee wants is a boss that doesn't listen to them. Even if they can't do anything, at least listen. And then the top people are going to want to know not everything, but probably some things. So even if you just keep kind of lists in your head or lists at work, just to kind of refresh your memory on things. I think that's always a good thing. Not really journals, but it could be kind of almost like a journal. So you can jot down things, because seriously, I was thinking, what did I do when the pandemic hit, which I've been journaling this year so I can go back and look, but it's like it's faded in my memory, anything else that I did other than always taking precautions and wearing a mask. So we do forget when we're not in that moment. So take the time to write down some of these things that you did to help you out to get that management position. So I've enjoyed so much your discussion questions, and I think that this management course is an excellent stepping stone to whatever you do later on. Remember some of the things, some of the terms, maybe some of the formulas, just even organizational culture. There's going to be a lot of people who don't know what that is. So if you have some of these terms that you remember and you come up with, that's big. So anyway, I've been my pleasure to be your instructor. I hope you take some of this and go on to your dream jobs as you go forward.